actually do have a special announcement, and that is, hey guys, this is Pam. Welcome back to my channel. So I have been planning to do this review for at least a month now, but the good thing is, the more I have waited, the more I have not had the chance to do the review, is the more chance I have to experience the perfume. So in that case, I can give you a better review, which is the whole purpose of this whole thing, right? You're here for the review, for the honest, descriptive, so on and so forth. So that's what we are here for. And the review of the day, as you can already tell by the title, is Patchouli Paris, the newest addition to the L'Art de la Matière from the house of Guerlain. Yeah, so like what I've said, I have had this for a month now. Let me show you the bottle. So this is a blind buy, and but it's good. It's good. I'm happy. It's a blind buy success. So I had my I just customized this one. This already came with that. That's a special edition. It says Paris, and I have worn it quite a bit. It doesn't show it. It doesn't look like it, but I've worn it quite a bit. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and get to the notes. Again, this is a blind buy, but a blind buy success indeed. This is by Delphine Jelk, or Delphine Jelk. Alright, top notes, aldehydes, middle notes, iris, base notes, patchouli, ambergris, and vanilla. So, I was a little bit mixed feelings towards blind buying this one. I mean, I knew I was gonna blind buy it, and regardless, however I feel, it's a Guerlain. I have to have it, but it's part of my collection. I have an almost 100% complete L'Art de la Matière collection. I'm not just gonna ruin it, you know. Talk so much. So I know I have to have it. I have to have it in my collection. In terms of the scent wise, is what I'm quite apprehensive, because patchouli to me, I like it as part of the fragrance, but when it comes to being the star of the show, the front and center note, the featuring note, I don't know. You know, sometimes I like patchouli, sometimes I don't. It's not like, it's not the perfume, it's not the note I'm most excited about in terms of being the staring note. But patchouli is amazing as a supporting role, all right, for me. So I'm like, but it's Guerlain, you know, they have a take on it. So let's go ahead and get to the fragrance. And as I have already spoiled it for you, I told you it's a what do you call this, a success. Oh, let me show you the sprayer. Wonderful. Yeah, I can bathe in this one. I can absolutely bathe in this one. And let me show you again. So I just picked the dark green. You know, dark green's my favorite, and it just fits. It just fits with the patchouli. Patchouli Paris. Let's get the name out of the way though, because I know some people have mentioned the name. They're not quite excited about it. I don't have a problem with it because the inspiration behind this fragrance is Paris. I have personally been to Paris. After I was so mesmerized and had one of the best experiences ever in Paris, being with my husband, celebrating our 16th anniversary. We just celebrated our 17th this year, but last year when we were in Paris, I was so, it's just so electric and captivating, just absolutely wonderful experience, that I even told my husband, hey, one day if we ever have a baby girl, maybe we can name it Paris. That's how much I enjoy Paris. So it's only understandable if they want to put the name Paris if the inspiration is Paris. Like, what's wrong with that? And patchouli is the staring note, patchouli Paris. But also, think about this. Yes, Patchouli Paris doesn't sound as pretty and creative, but you know, these are French people that were making this perfume. So in their mind, they're thinking it's Patchouli Paris, you know, which is much better. I don't know if I'm saying it in their accent, in their proper accent, but that's what I imagine. So like, let's just say Patchouli Paris, much more. It's better. It's better like that. Or you can say Patchouli Paris, but let's just stop with the name. It's amazing. The fragrance is amazing. All right. Oh my goodness. So, in that first spray is when I get the aldehydes, of course. Very refreshing, sparkly, captivating, light, airy, effervescent, as always with aldehydes, and the iris. The iris and the aldehydes. Actually, earlier, as I was testing this one, as I have been wearing it, I wasn't quite getting the iris. But as I have become more familiar with the perfume, I started picking up the iris. So, to me, I pick up the iris on that initial stage of the perfume, in that first, I don't know, how long have I been talking? 6 7 minutes, and the first 7 minutes is when I pick it up. You get the texture of the iris more than what iris smells like. I don't know if you quite understand that. You get more of the feel, the texture, the shape, like you know, like it's almost like you can feel it, like in your nose, than actually smelling the scent of iris. Like, to me, that's how my experience is with the iris and the aldehydes together. Actually, I think those are the. Oh yeah, so aldehydes top notes, middle notes, iris. That's it. All right, but that doesn't last very long. Oh my goodness, you do still feel the chalkiness of the iris, but it's more of like, again, the texture, the feel, the shape of iris that remains. You do feel the remainder of it towards the dry down. But as soon as the top notes, middle notes, you get used to that, you get over that, you are hit with this wonderful, wonderful patchouli. Okay, so patchouli to me do tend to, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, good way, it's just is, okay? Patchouli to me is usually always heavy, very dense, super earthy, super soily, and it just weighs the perfumes, the perfume, the rest of the notes down. That's why it makes such a good base. It makes such a good base to any perfume, especially, you know, like darker perfumes, nighttime perfumes, because it just attracts the rest of the notes, holds it together, and then grounds it. That's what patchouli is to me. In this case, it does all of those things. It grabs, it magnetizes everything together, holds everything together, grounds everything together, but at the same time, it's kind of like if regular patchouli. Let's talk about gravity. If regular patchouli, like you're on Earth and you have more gravity, like your feet are on the ground, you walk normal, your feet are always like each step you take, your feet land on the ground. This type of patchouli in this perfume is more of like you're walking on the moon, where there's still some gravity there, but it's lighter. It's bouncing. It's more like you're bouncing. You know, it's still holding the person towards the surface, but there's more space between you and the ground. There's more of that bounce, that air, that space, which makes this phenomenal. I think it's one of the best patchoulis I have smelled, not just scent wise, but the experience it gives you. Yeah, there's something so light about it. And maybe it is the aldehydes, I don't know. But to me, I don't even pick up the aldehydes. To me, the aldehydes is definitely mainly in that top notes. And the top notes is gone by now. This is just a free-spirited, easygoing patchouli, like very friendly. It's like a, instead of like an R-rated movie, this is more of like a, I don't know, a PG, you know, like a PG-13 patchouli. But at the same time, when I was wearing this one of the during the first week that I was wearing this one, I was just feeling it mostly during the night to test it. And one time I wore it to bed, which was perfect for bed, by the way. The next day I forgot I was wearing it. So this is something that you forget you're wearing. You kind of stop smelling yourself, but it's still there. Other people can smell you. Because the next day, when my husband gave me a morning kiss and hug, he just, whoa, you smell so good. I don't know what you're wearing, but you smell so good. Like he was like surprised. And like, anyway, he said, I think he said, why do you always smell so good? Whatever you're wearing, it smells so good. So he was loving it. So there's something also about, and even before he said that, I was already noticing that this perfume is like very intimate, sensual. At the same time, it's soothing, therapeutic. Oh my goodness! And the more you wear this perfume, the more it, what do you call this? The more it blends with your own body chemistry, and it gets better and better. There's like it gets a tad musky, but the musks that you get from this one is from your own, like your own, like the saltiness of your skin or the sweetness of your skin, and it depends too. It depends. Absolutely amazing. Now this is not gonna project to like the other room. Like when you walk into a room, other people will start smelling you. No, but the scent will definitely last 12 hours at least. Then you forget about it. That's the magic of this perfume. You forget about it. Because like I was wearing a hoodie one time, and of course the perfume got on the hoodie. Forgot all about it. I put my hoodie on the door hanger. And I went to the bathroom. I was like, "What is this? What is that beautiful smell?" It's like 3 days later, I have not worn the hoodie. Every time I go to the bathroom, I smell the hoodie. So it doesn't really quite project, or at least you don't think it does, but it does. It does actually. Or when you pass the scent, the sillage, it has really excellent sillage. And it lingers in your body, very intimate, very sensual, airy, light, super wearable, super unisex, by the way. And to me, oh my gosh, this is even good for like a date night. Maybe not quite when you're going on a date, but when you're coming back home from the date. Yeah, there's something very cozy, sensual, and intimate about it. Yeah, the, I am beyond impressed with this perfume. It's like really well done, very well done. And so that is my review of the day. And having said that, I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video, but I actually do have a special announcement, and that is, so I know you haven't seen me in a while, but that is also because I have been so sick back to back. Either I have a cold or a flu or allergies, and all three at the same time, or somebody else is sick I'm taking care of. But I have also been working on something special, and that is I now have a perfume decant store. I'm very excited. It's a small business, but I'm basically opening up my collection to everyone. There are still some that I'm kind of holding for myself, but almost all in my collection I am opening up to everyone. And I designed this website myself. I did ask the actual website person, tech person, to help me build it because I don't know that, but I basically designed this, came up with it. So I'm very excited. I am not a super tech person or a website person or any of that. So if you come across anything that might need some improvement, please let me know. And it's not my intention to, of course, before I launch this one, I want to make sure it's as acceptable as possible. It may not be perfect. We can always try to perfect things as we go. But as you are already listening to this video, at the time you're watching this review, this video, the website is already open. And it is called Amber Perfumery. It is a decant store. I will hand decant my the perfume that you buy, or with the help of some family members or friends that I will personally train. And I only plan to add more things. So all the Guerlains are gonna be there. I'm gonna have the Mon Guerlain Extrait, Tonka Imperial, Rose Torrefi, not all Rose Torrefi, Iris Torrefi. What else? The extracts are gonna be there. So, if you are, so anyway, a lot of hard to find things you're gonna find there, and that's kind of like my focus. I'm not really gonna be putting a lot of things that you can just go to Dillard's and smell it and ask for a sample, or like Sephora and ask for a sample. But first, to begin with, I do have those things that you can get from Sephora, so I'm gonna open it for everyone. But as I keep on going, yeah, I want to focus on things that most of us don't have access to. That's one of my inspirations with this perfume decant store, because not all of us, I specifically, don't have a lot of access to perfumes. I have to blind buy a lot of things, and these perfumes are all paid for with our own money. I don't have anything here that's been sent to me whatsoever, and I hope that you can support the online shop. And if there's any particular perfume brand that you would like for me to consider and add to the store, please let me know. I'm very open to suggestions. Again, this is just a small business. I'm starting just with my collection that I have, and I plan to add more things as I go. It depends how well it does. I will mainly focus on the things I'm personally interested in, but I'm not against what you guys are interested to see and purchase and sample. Yeah, that's about it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, the name of the decant store is Amber Perfumery. Check it out. It's open now. And thank you so much, guys, for waiting till the end and listening to the special announcement. And thank you so much for watching the review. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do so. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.